Pro Forum. Alright, so I'm making this little movie with a hero. I know we've played with the heroes, but what I want to talk about today is the concept of 60 frames per second, 30 frames per second, and 24 frames per second. Now, one of the things I've learned here recently is that unlike still photography, we must have a little bit of blur in video. As you transition from slide to slide, the blur is important. So the way I'm understanding it, if you were to film at 60 frames per second, you double the 60, that's 120. Using the Sunny 16 rule, you determine your ISO and you choose a shutter speed that's closest to 120, which would be about, what, 125-ish. And then you would shoot at f16. But now, of course, with such a high shutter speed, then everything is perfectly sharp and in focus. And that is not pleasant, from what I am understanding. That's not pleasant in the movie world. So you go to 30 frames per second. Now, it's really wonderful if you're needing to create slow motion video, native slow motion video. So you film it at 60, but show it back at 30, and it's, you know, half the speed. It's 50% slower. So I do know that much. All right, but if you film at 30 frames per second, that's basically like shooting at 1/60th of a second, because you double the 30. And so you end up with, you know, a little teensy bit of blur, but not a lot. So if you want the most cinematic blur possible, then you need to film at 24 frames per second. Now, all of the video peeps who are on the Pro Forum, I would love you to chime in on this thread, and let's talk about that. Let's talk about these different frames per second, because I'm noticing, like, for example, whenever I'm doing things with the Phantom drone, which does, you know, 60 and 30. I'm not sure if it does 24. I'm gonna have to go look, but I know that whenever I do things with it, I am getting some, you know, I mean, these images are crisp and clean, but when you watch a video, it's really not as pleasant as it could be. So that's just, it's not, you know, real like a movie, like watching a movie kind of thing. So anyway, this one is being filmed at 24 frames per second. And I'm going to post it. And I'd like to talk about it. That's it. Thank y'all for watching these movies. Take care. Bye.